So the ones we'll see most predominantly, aside from the Challenger, which are the Black Knights, and the Challenger that I'm seeing right now, are going to be America. America is probably the most predominantly used nation in regards to this tournament.
In the streams of, in the live stream after yesterday's stream of our Russian colleague Omera, I saw Kidoval saying that the British imprint on the tournament is going to be crazy. He says, like, watch out. And he's standing for his words from yesterday. Yep.
He definitely is. He definitely is, but it's a little confusing because I don't think there's much reform that's happened in the past update of Leviathan that's really made this a catalyst outside of just the preference changing within the players themselves, right? There hasn't been any sort of change within the challengers. Make no mistake, this is a purely preference-based
personal choice, And interestingly enough, we would sit here and think that this is not the ideal choice, but yesterday the guys shown for this choice to be pretty good.
Effective.
Effective
at the very least. Yeah.
So far what we have LEET's Doomheart taking control over A, while Statjet is taking this snipey spot at the B1 area. Volkadav is slowly soaring through towards the B cap with his Black Knight. While Vfrets is going a little bit deeper into the rocks in between B and C, not as so high.
Yeah, it's actually a different formation than what we normally see as well, because we do see Sidar trying to hold Maze, but we see Vfrets here underneath just trying to smoke out and go for that B potential point, but Volkadav there holding him down. I'm not sure what you think of this right here, but Vfrets looks like he's put himself in kind of an awkward situation.
Another thing that is kind of awkward is that Sudar is going to be alone. Oh, he's not going to be alone anymore. He's taking Maze just now, and now Barbat is going to be alone. But what I was about to say is that Kidoval is at the back, further back, even though he's controlling the field over here, but Sudar would be alone. Now Sudar is equalizing the situation. Battle Pad takes down Volkadav from the B cap, and so now Vfrets might have a chance of approaching B. Is this going to be overlooked by Kidoval? No, he cannot see this if Vfrets doesn't want him to be seen. He's popping smokes though. Well, okay.
But I'm pretty impressed that Volkadav went down to the Leopard 2K, seeing as it only has DM23. It's not the most effective round across the board, but yeah. Seems like he's doing a pretty good job in that 2K, as well as Statjet here being a little bit annoying for Team LEET, as he's played pretty far up here next to Volkadav and Doomheart. Doomheart, who is at the A point and originally, has now rotated all the way back, and now Volkadav has to take up his mantle here to push Statjet back so he doesn't get that A cap.
No, so he backs off, and that's exactly what he has to do now. I wonder if this is going to last for long. So yeah, control over the C cap is now after LEET. Artillery is massaging Sudar over here. Is it critical or not? That's a track and a 50 cal. Well, the 50 cal has already been fixed.
Oh, and a round goes into who is that there?
That's Maze getting toasty by Kidoval.
Kidoval, and now it's Barlapad has to fend for himself in this 2 versus 1 situation.
No, Sudar takes a shot, receives a shot. Bridge is orange. Kidoval has to push out to do something while Sudar is hiding behind the rock.
Oh,
and something has been done.
Artillery on top of Barlapad. That relieves a lot of pressure here at the C point and really puts Maze on the back foot. He not only does he not have a teammate to come assist, but he has to fight 2 players now at that C point, and
we have an encounter.
Positively.
We have an encounter. Doomheart has his turret toasted versus Vfrets. He can back off. Vfrets is going to be chasing, or is he going to not be chasing? Volkadav is not going to be much help.
Knocked out.
Oh, yeah, they trade bridges. Statjet also has no breach.
It's just a war of who repairs first. 13 seconds on Volkadav, and I'm not sure for Statjet.
Volkadav is going to be fixing himself a bit sooner.
Oh, this is going to be rough, but they do have pretty equal reload speeds, even though I think Statjet doesn't have a loader anymore.
EMGs, he backs off. They don't want to take the chance.
Yeah, they're both playing passive. Not going to play aggressively on each other. Oh, and look at Vfrets.
Yep,
does take out Doomheart.
Yeah, Doomheart could not. He could not fix himself. He had to run away. He could not rely on Volkadav in time.
Interesting, and look at the way that Barlapad's approaching Kidoval here.
Oh my god, Volkadav also takes a shot to his turret, and he's gonna get toasty.
Well, it looks like it was another trade, potentially.
Vfrets also took a shot to the turret, and he gets finished off. Statjet is pushing towards Volkadav. Volkadav is going to be backing off and fixing himself.
30 seconds, and Statjet's going to take the opportunity to go for the A cap, but I'm not sure if Doomheart has an angle over it to hold.
Seems like he's looking out right now.
Yeah, he might, but it's going to be a tight squeeze.
And yeah, StatJet doesn't want to
Oh,
have.
wait,
oh,
and
yeah.
Barlopad. He's going to track breach Kaduval here, and I think that's going to be him out. Yeah, Kaduval goes down to Barlopad, so a bit of a retake here at the C point.
Yeah, Sudar is going to be alone, and nobody's going to be regrouping on him in the next minute.
Yeah, Maze is
Sudar is gone.
takes out Sudar. And that's going to be a free cap for Barlopad if he so chooses to push. It looks like he's going to.
Yeah, yeah. The tickets are not looking very good for AVRVG, but the time is still 6 minutes.
Yeah, so there's plenty of time to
Retake
overtake. Yeah.
Volka, Duff, and StatJet are exchanging shots. StatJet is on fire with no transmission.
A transmission knocked out on him by Volkadov. And definitely in a bit more of a precarious position in terms of where he's oriented.
Some more track stuff.
Yeah, and Volkadov can take advantage of that. Looks like he's gonna go for an engine shot here.
Oh my god, this crevice in the rock is just perfect for this.
Yeah. Ooh,
oh, that's a track though?
shot.
Yeah, but not so
But that
scary.
might actually help Volkadov more than hurt.
Yeah, he got fixed in the perfect position.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be another fire?
Trying to find the pixel, but doesn't get the fire. Huh.
No, no, it doesn't.
You know what I'm confused about, Jean-Claude? Why is he not using the hash round, man? The best round in the game.
And oh, he
Oh,
fixes
and he
himself.
slips off the rock by firing,
But
and
he
that
breaks
messes
again.
up Volkadov's shot. Yeah.
Volkadov
Wow.
fixed himself though. He can. Oh no, the back track, the back left track.
As we see here on C, Kaduval and Sadar trying to retake that position. Maze with the track gone.
Oh my god.
Oh, and Maze gets lit on fire here. He doesn't have a gun ring either, and I think Sadar is going to take advantage of that and probably finish him off here.
The Maze is toasty. So is StatJet. That's the third fire now. I think so.
I believe you're correct, but
Yeah.
he's just going to milk the position anyway because he still has his gun. He still has positioning to hold against Volkadov here, and that's crucial. Oh, he tries to go for a shot and barely misses transmission, and that's going to cost him. Or is it? Gets the engine of Volkadov.
Oh my god, this is the is Volkadov going to be in the same situation now or not?
I don't think so. I think he's going to burn out before Volkadov does get to that
Maybe.
point. But still, Doomheart getting that capture point at B and trying to fend off against VFritz, and I think that's going to be elite.
Okay, Volkadov
Running away
doesn't
with
want
this
to wait
first
and pop an artillery on StatJet. And yeah, it doesn't matter much because Doomheart makes a stand against VFritz, and VFritz could not push properly. Even though he was very close to this, he's tracked over there and trying to lob shots at Doomheart. Doomheart
And there
defends
goes StatJet
successfully.
finally at the buzzer beater. He goes down to Volkadov.
Alright, that's the
Closing
first
out
point.
that story.
That's
Yeah,
the
to
first
elite.
point.
Yeah, Elite on the right and
yeah,
AVRVG
yeah.
on the left. Perfect.
Yep. So,
And the challenger coming out, the 2F.
alright, what are we going to see? We see Maze with his Centauro pushing towards C.
But the drone comes out.
The drone comes out. And it comes somewhere else. StatJet going into one lane. VFritz going in between A and B. Volkadov is going to be... Oh, Volkadov is going to be exchanging shots with VFritz. VFritz is going to be sorry for his mistake. Boom.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. By the way, we see Perfecto now on the side of LEET. They have switched players a little bit. But Perfecto is now already immobilized to StatJet. StatJet puts a bad shot into the rock. Looks like, yeah, and smokes out. Perfecto is going to be having some time to fix himself and move on from this unfortunate situation. Meanwhile, on the C side, we see Sudar and Kiduval pushing against Maze and Battlepad. Battlepad in the Leopard 2K and Maze and Centauro. Let's see how this is going to fare. Both.
I think with
squishy boys.
the Centauro, you're kind of at a disadvantage in an urban environment where you're just holding an angle, right?
Yeah,
Because
and
it
you're a
can't
big boy
side
too.
scrape because the whole thing is just kind of the side. Yeah, there's not a whole lot you can bounce per se. So I
No.
think that we're going to see Maze as sort of an intimidating force, but not necessarily having a whole lot of impact outside of scouting the entirety of the team lead here, as we see Perfecto getting scouted and almost taking a round there to the engine. Interestingly enough, though, we're seeing Volkadov with the Black Knight kind of playing the same position that he had to face StatJet in. So obviously a bit of a developing meta here as well, playing the corner of the map. We're seeing a lot more people play and utilize this position here at the A side. And it's definitely put StatJet on a bit of his back foot as he has to back away from the angle. He doesn't really want to risk it. Especially in an IPM1, I wouldn't want to risk it either, to be fair. Your turret is not as strong as, say, an M1A1 or an M1A2. So playing cautiously here is going to benefit him, as he's doing right now.
Teja puts a shot, but it was not successful.
If anything, this is just prying StatJet off of the angle in a way so that he can get out to the cap. Volkanov can just start to like do a bit of an electric slide backwards into the A point, and VFritz can be held down by Perfecto.
Yeah, they are in their rock respective positions.
Yeah.
And we are seeing encounter between Kiduvul and Battlepad. Battlepad takes the smokes on Kiduvul with his 20mm cannon.
Battlepad always being a bit of a disruptor, as we can see here. Just really trying to annoy the opponents by flanking around and kind of putting them on off angles that they wouldn't normally have to or want to fight. But then again, Kiduvul could get the angle here, but he's playing it really conservatively.
Man, Kiduvul's armor cares not for these shots. Yep,
no, I think there's a rock right in front of him as well.
That is a little bit of a... Yeah, no, that's just non-pen, dude.
Yeah, DM23 obviously going to eat around to that.
But now it's going to be a breach shot. There we go. Yeah, no breach, no... yep.
Interesting the way that Kiduvul's playing this. He's just kind of eating the round, and I'm not sure.
He took a chance. Out of the red breach, he shot the turret of Battlepad.
He did, but
he has a breach though still.
Behind him and use it.
Yep, that's one more Q down on
Yeah,
Kiduvul.
Battlepad can use the 20mm to just light Kiduvul on fire if he needs to prevent him from repairing. Which is what he's going to try and do.
25 seconds. But then Kiduvul is going to be fixed in 25 seconds too. Oh my god.
A bit of a duel coming out here between Maze and Sidar there. They're just kind of fighting it out, but it seems as though...
Sudar is gone.
There we go.
Sudar is gone. While this is happening over here, Maze is going to be taking control over... Hey, Maze is sending a shot from the rear.
Shot from Maze, saving Battlepad. A headache.
Artillery strike. Oh my god, this is nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
But
StatJet gets lit on fire there by Volkanov in the Black Knight, so a bit of irony there. VFritz though looks like he's rotated entirely to help out his teammate.
Oh my god, Volkanov is entirely messed up yet, and VFritz is going to be alone on top of this.
Not sure if he's going to be able to get to the A cap in time. Maybe he will.
No, he will. I think he will. Yeah, there's going to be no obstacles to this happening.
No opposition.
And Perfecto might slowly be pushing towards the B side at some point.
There is a possibility.
But then Battlepad is going to be overlooking this. He's on the lookout. Absolutely. Yep, taking the line over here. Is he going to be pushed back by Kiduvul? Is he going to be going on the outside of the rocks or inside? Inside. Battlepad has to take attention for this. So now Perfecto could be having a chance.
The advantage of that is that they're both playing on the same angle, right? But if they both double push Battlepad at the same time, he could have...
Battlepad takes Perfecto with artillery strike.
Wow. I would be quite frustrated, especially in a position where he's not being held down whatsoever. He's in a mobile position, he's free to move as he so chooses, but he just ran into the artillery on accident.
And if you see the splash radius of the artillery right over here, it was on the outside area. Yeah, that's just extra unlucky. Yeah. Extra unlucky.
But Volkanov playing the permanent position back here, just trying to hold his opposition from spot camping.
Yeah, but he's seeing nobody. VFritz is taking his time in the one line.
And the drone goes down! The drone goes down! Perfecto with MPAT, and with MPAT hits the drone, and no longer will they have the ability to scout. Although Maze could get a new drone on the cap. StatJet holding B.
Yeah, he's taking it. He's taking it, and that's a triple cap by AVRVG this time. Yeah, Team LEET is a little bit on a back foot in regards to control over the map.
Entirely at this point, yeah.
I would say that Battlepad did very well in this regard, with being annoying and then strategically annoying people. StatJet sends a shot at the Perfecto, was it? No, it was Kiduvul. Yes, Kiduvul fixing his breach real quick, 13 seconds, not so quick, but yes.
Yeah, that spotliner definitely helped keep him alive in that scenario, around going through the top of his turret. And this 20mm from Battlepad can just be as annoying as he needs it to be, to stop them from pushing. Yeah, as we can see, he's trying to get a track shot, trying to stop Sidar from peeking.
Yeah.
But now he let him slip through, and it's going to be a little bit more of a headache for him in this scenario, considering he can't look in the same direction to fight all three players now. But he is going to be ready for Sidar, and Sidar is not going to peek that angle now that now that he knows Battlepad has just knocked down all of the obstacles in that area.
I have to say that Team LEET is spending a lot of time 3v2 over here. And
Yeah.
this might not be ending. Okay, 3v1 now. All right, he got caught by Kidouble. Slowly pouncing on him. Yes, Battlepad was a little bit too much in his first-person view, looking out for Suder. Now Mace has to back off, and Mace is not going to be in a good position.
See the best game of Centauro in 20 of our lives, or he's gonna go down to 3 players from Team Elite here. It's one way or the other.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yep.
Kidouble takes out Maze there in the Centauro 120.
Both the players over here.
Cannon. Yeah.
Now gonna be Suder's gonna be taken. Well, maybe Kidouble is gonna be trying to rotate towards the B side. Statjet is gonna be there waiting for him.
And if we look at VFritz over there, with Volkodav being the only real catalyst for a potential halting of the ticket bleed, but in a 2v1 situation, yeah, he's kind of going to have a rough go of it to try and decap that
Oh, his turret is messed up. His breach is gone.
Yeah.
That is not going to be possible for him. VFritz is going to probably chase him in fiction. Unless, no, he's not going to. Okay. Yep. He's managing to run away, but he's going to have to run for far if he wants to take a good position and try to fix himself. Unless Battlepad is just going to be set to kill him.
So I think Battlepad is going to probably confirm the kill here because there's no one to really defend Volkodav on that side of the map. But as we can see here, Sidar pushing up quite far into the enemy's side of the map.
Speaking of killing, before the Statjet also took down Kidouble on the approach towards B.
Yeah.
But now the Maze is going to get punished again.
Right. Oh, you can see by that positioning that it's kind of a necessity for. Even though he did go down, it was a necessity for him to even try and push it. Ooh!
Yep, so it fixes him, let's put it this way.
I believe that's a second death there for Maze, so I'm not exactly sure. Okay, so basically everybody on Team Elite is on their last spawn except for Sidar. So yeah, they have to play this kind of cautiously.
Yeah, ticket bleed is going to be really bad. Refect and Sudar are charging towards B, hoping to get Statjet down so he doesn't get in their way of decap and B at least. They have nothing else to do. They must do this, and let's see if this commitment is going to work. He's pushing out, not waiting. He's sacrificing himself so that Suder can push through.
He
takes him down
and trades.
But VFritz is going to be in position, maybe? VFritz has no breach.
He's got no barrel.
Oh, they did not have enough time. They did not have enough time, and they entered just now that the match has ended. Don't see anymore, as I said. Yeah. It's harder to scrape. It's harder to scrape with Centauro because everything is gets inside the tank immediately. Yeah,
it's true, and your transmission can be MG'd quite easily as well.
Yeah,
because majority of these vehicles.
We have seen this happen yesterday too. Okay, so what do we see? We see Doomhard going to the one line, kind of. He stops a little bit to help Volkodav. Volkodav is popping smokes everywhere. Statjet is alone on the other side.
Meanwhile, alone.
Yeah, meanwhile,
he can at least isolate the targets.
Meanwhile, VFritz is going to the rock position, but again to the lower part of it, which is interesting. While Suder and Kidouble are doing the same exact thing towards the seaside, where Kidouble is going to be a little bit at the back, trying to control the field. But VFritz is not going to allow him with his smoke shells. Mace is going to be entering the cap. Looks like. Maybe not. Maybe yes. Maybe not. Battlepad is in his favorite position among the rocks, where his 20mm is going to be sticking out just enough to do some annoying stuff. Mace is already fixing his track, but that's not going to be anything significant. Doesn't seem like it. Suder is trying to lob shots into the smoke, hoping for the best. Oh, not anymore. Mace takes him down. Big yikes. Big yikes.
Great shot there from Maze, and that's going to relieve a little bit of pressure there on the C point. And Kidouble not in any position to really retaliate, so Battlepad's going to start weaving his way through the rocks and put more pressure on Kidouble here, and that might relieve VFritz in order to either isolate the fight with Volkodav or go for B.
I'm wondering if this position for Kidouble would be the perfect position, or maybe a bit up to the rocks, because here he can overtake the field, but he can't really do much towards C. He cannot multitask. While Battlepad is on the closer position on the other side, multitasking much better. Suder takes a shot at VFritz. VFritz is toasty. His turret is not functional. 23 seconds of repair.
Statjet goes down. Okay, so the entire side here, A and B, are somewhat exposed. Yeah, Volkodav's going to take advantage of that. He's going to swing on VFritz from the other angle.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to have a free shot here.
Potentially.
Trying to fight.
That's
he
a shot.
goes for
That's a whiff shot.
Yeah,
that was unfortunate shot straight in between the Oh, never
But
mind. Well, Kidovan
but still-
finishes him off anyway.
Yeah, and now VFritz is really going to be in an awkward state as Volkodov encroaching as well as Sidar.
Would imagine Volkodov would want to stay in the cap, yeah. But that's another shot at the top of his
Maybe
head.
let's stay in cap while taking shots.
Sudar is waiting for VFritz to do any kind of movement, and he finishes
Yeah.
him off. Yep. All right. Maybe I eat my words, and Sudar is doing his position very well. In this, well, he is doing.
Yeah, I
his
think
position
that
very
this
well.
position is quite effective. I think that it's not too far forward that you have to worry about getting 2v1'd as easily, and it also defends against the B position quite well. But as we see here at A, Statjet is alone with Doomheart as Volkodov has neglected his teammate. For better or for worse, right, he did have to get that B point, and it did help out across the board, start the ticket bleed. But yeah, now Doomheart's going to have to fight the 1v1, and he's in the inferior Abrams variant compared to his opponent. But Volkodov now on the way back, and this is going to be really bad for Statjet, who has to pry himself into the
Oh
rocks
my
here.
god, but that was effective though. Doomheart loses his breach in battle,
Yeah.
while
and
Statjet is not even immobilized.
He's going to start popping smoke. Volkodov trying to find an angle through the smoke to hit his
goodness.
team, or to hit his target and
Vifrit
protect
is
his
coming
teammate.
from the back of Volkodov though. Puts a shot at
Oh.
Volkodov. Volkodov has no breach anymore. That's a mistake, and he gets finished off. Now Doomheart is going to be squeezed in between Statjet and
and lit on
Vifrit,
fire.
and boom,
And he
he's
goes
gone.
down.
Oh my god, this just collapsed.
Yeah, the turns have tabled here for Team AVRVG on to LEET as we see a triple cap in the works, in the making, and not much that anybody can really do about it. Volkodov and Doomheart respawning at the left spawn here, trying to make some retake here, but I feel like both of them are probably a little bit disappointed in their performance and overall decisions in that moment.
Maybe, yeah, you are very right, but maybe Volkodov is now going to be having his bro over here helping him, Doomheart, and the situation could be a little bit different. They can definitely try to retake, and they could be successful just as much as AVRVG just caught them by surprise like this. But we'll see.
Yeah.
But that was a little bit abrupt, and that was a little bit, yeah, as you said, a little bit sad.
But yeah, Sidar is not
Oh,
really...
Statjet
wait a
takes
second.
Doomheart out to
Oh man,
out his.
now it's 2v1.
Well, that's unfortunate for Team LEET. Statjet is calling out Volkodov to Vifrit. Vifrit is going to be coming up and helping once more. Volkodov is getting into his in the position of his previous teammate over here. And
Still a stalemate happening here at C. Kaduval eating artillery and nothing really happening, and Sidar not in a position to really push Maze as Barlowpad has a great angle to defend against both. But if we look over at Barlowpad, he's aiming more so at Doomheart than he is at the opponents right in front of him.
yeah, as I said, Barlowpad in this position is so much more useful than Kiduval at the back, and we see exactly Kiduval being a bit closer here towards the
Jean-Claude, he's using Hesh.
Boom.
He's using the Hesh round. Jean-Claude, it's gonna happen. A kill on the Abrams with Hesh round.
Wait, who here? Wait.
Yay!
Well,
Volkodov with a
Yep.
great shot there using Hesh, making all of England proud.
well, that's going to clog this position even more with corpses of AVRVG.
Yep.
Well, he's retaking A. Vifrit is going to be chilling at B because all they need is just crumbled, as the player also got destroyed on the C side of AVRVG, and LEET is retaking C. Kidoval is sliding in.
And Maze in a really big disadvantage here as we see an M182 versus an IPM1. It's going to be hard to side scrape this in an effective way.
Yeah, Maze has issues with side scraping, and well, not exactly because he's Maze, but because the previous vehicle he's been using for this was Centauro, but now he's just not exactly lucky. We will see if Barrelpad comes in and does some annoying stuff, mischievous.
Well, with the
20 mil.
2PL, it's going to be a little bit difficult against the Chelly 2F, especially with Kaduval being in a rock position like this. If he can overwhelm Kaduval and get right into his face, yeah, it could be very effective for him. But it does look like he's going to be playing against the rocks, and that might not be the most advantageous play for him, even with the M43 on his side.
Oh, that's a very direct shot on the engine of Kaduval.
And that's going to really help out Barlowpad here. As I mean, look at how awkwardly positioned Kaduval is.
That's really bad. Yeah, that's really bad. And maybe Sudar is going to take advantage over this. He couldn't.
Barlowpad's going to
And
take
Oh,
a
that's
shot
gonna be a
into
double shot at
Sudar,
Sudar, yeah. Maze won't meet. Yep, yeah, they disabled Sudar. And
Takes him
Battle
out.
Pad is gonna finish him. That's just. That is, yeah.
It's good team play for
Very,
sure.
very. Again, miscommunication, I guess, on the side of Team Lead.
Oh wait, Kadooble repairs. He's gonna try and squirm his way out of this.
I'm surprised
But that
Maze didn't
Charlie-
continue to shoot Kidul's engine.
That
Because-
Charlie chassis is not being very forgiving at all.
Yeah, not among these rocks.
Oh my, they're missing the rounds, and Kadooble's just trying to run away. He just wants to go home.
That's a side shot on the breach. Breach is gone. Kidul
But
is
look
going
at that
to
Spaliner saving him from that shell, taking out all of his crew.
Yeah, but then no cannon is death.
Yeah, he goes down.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. AVRVG is retaking C in a very pushy manner. Again, it's just a lot of things just snap for Team Lead at some point, and they lose control over things that they do have control over pretty frequently. If Doomheart manages to yoink Vifritz and take control over B, this still might not be lost.
Well,
Doomheart is taking Vifritz and he's going to
You
control
spoke it.
over B.
into fruition.
Yeah. Unless Battle Pad is going to take position very quickly and overlook B side. Doomheart is already taking this in account. He's looking out for
Yeah,
him.
he's already skeptical of it. Yeah, he doesn't want to approach. But 2 minutes 40 on the clock.
He's
He
switching.
does
He's
have
switching
to
for
make
a
play.
smoke round, so that Battle Pad doesn't do his mischievous stuff. Well,
But
Kadaf, meanwhile,
Vfritz now going to be trying to put some pressure on Doomheart as well, and Doomheart's swinging onto that cap, stopping that
Oh,
ticket
that was
lead,
a
and
miss.
Barlowpad missing.
all right.
It is going to cost them.
2 minutes 15 seconds is it's going to be on the fence, man. Unless Kidul and Sudar manage to retake C immediately, which I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but it could be possible. Kidul is going to be overlooking Vfritz approach towards B, while Battle Pad is literally going to be the next door, doing kind of the same stuff with Doomheart. While Sudar
Yeah, I
and
mean,
Maze are going to be
it's-
playing against each other.
It's almost a mirror of what we saw at the very beginning of the match, now just with Doomheart at B, but everything else is pretty much symmetrical.
Yeah,
And
Sudar is looking out for
Doom-
Battle Pad. He doesn't see him.
Yeah, this is a very risky play by Barlowpad, but definitely a risk taker and a round breaker if he can make it work. He's going to be pushing, popping smoke and pushing through. Kadooble, I think, will be ready.
Doomheart is in
And
trouble. Doomheart doesn't have breach. Doomheart fixed
Ooh, a
himself just
shot.
now.
Shot from Vfritz into Kadooble just to kind of shake things up, but Kadooble might be able to counter clap back.
Vifritz is pushing
let's
at Doomheart. Doomheart
Oh, no.
shots but misses. Vifritz.
A
That's
duel in
the-
the smoke.
That's the horizontal drive for Doomheart, and Doomheart
Yeah.
is gone, and that's gonna be a retake. But then
But
they
it
managed to
won't
decap
matter.
C.
Yeah, Maze goes down to Sudar, he gets breached, and then he gets cleaned up by Sudar. So
So Team
It's-
Lead maintains the ticket bleed with this one, and 50 seconds is left, and they are already in advantage in tickets points.
yeah,
Vifritz
Already
is not going to
advantage
be
in
able
tickets.
to. Is not going to be able to capture the B's cap until No.
no, unfortunately no. And look at Volkadov here, just sitting, popping smoke, just trying to play as defensive as possible.
Yeah, on cooldown. Well, that's a victory for this match for Team Lead. They're literally grabbing it from the hands of AVRVG right there.
Yeah, but still, overall, a respectfully close match. I
Oh
would
yeah,
have to
absolutely,
say.
absolutely back and forths. But of all the things that is notable, Team Lead lost control
Yes.
over something that they had control over very abruptly multiple times during this
Yeah.
match. Well, they managed to redeem themselves, but still, that didn't necessarily feel safe. What do we see this time? We see Sanya coming on the side of Elite. We see another switch. Okay, instead of Perfecto, he comes in. Hoping that Jodo is not going to be having a lot of issues reading this nickname. On Lead, Sanya,
no,
Sanya
it's,
coming.
yeah, wait, Sanya Kami? That is not how John read it.
Sanya coming.
Sanya, oh, no, wait,
Sanya
no, John
is-
read it.
Sanya is short for Alexander,
Yeah,
and Kamin means stone or rock.
Can I call him Alex? Seems like a cool guy.
Sanya?
Looks
Sanya
like
coming,
Sanya.
makes himself significant immediately as soon as we talk about him. Yoinking the heck out of StatJet on approach towards A. So Volkadav can do his stuff. Oh, we see Centauro once more. Centauro's back, so maybe AVRVG, maybe Maze prefers Centauro only when they are on his side of the map.
I think so. I think that's the situation. But yeah, Maze being the UAV kill streak that AVRVG needs in this position. Artillery coming down all around him though. He's got to play this kind of cautiously.
Yeah, he needs to be careful. It seems like Maze really likes this particular rock over here with his Centauro. So,
well, I mean, the reason that he likes this particular rock is because it puts positioning on Sadar to prevent him from pushing onto his teammate, but it also allows him to kind of go AFK and play the drone in a way.
But then, that was a nice shot by Ricochet. But then again, it also allows for Team Lead to bomb this place with artillery. And Volkadav takes V-Frates with artillery, speaking of that. Oh my god.
Yeah, artillery's coming out and forced this match. Definitely a bit more passive play from the beginning here. Obviously, we did see that first death, or the first two deaths coming out quite quickly, but still, across the board positioning is quite passive from both teams.
Yeah, it's interesting how Volkadav Volkadav doesn't really go for A initially. Now he's going to be doing this. And Sanya is very slow on his way up towards B. And he's taking a shot from StatJet, I believe. Or was it?
Yes, well, Sanya takes a shot into, or StatJet takes a shot into Sanya, excuse me.
Yeah, and he stood at 20 seconds to repair. That's going to be a problem. Yeah, so far Lead only controls the C cap and no other caps. But then again, yeah, AVRVG is at the far back. Maybe there's going to be some progress happening towards the B and A side. Speaking of that, StatJet yoinks Volkadav. And Sanya coming, as soon as he sees that, he pops smokes. He knows he's going to be in trouble. V-Frates is pushing straight towards him. Sanya coming is looking out for StatJet. He doesn't see him.
V-Frates.
He doesn't see him. He might. Oh, StatJet is doing that little cheeky look through that crack, but he won't be able to see that. V-Frates is exchanging shots with Kiduvul across the map. Kiduvul tells him to sit down. Shot at shot at Volkadav from the spawn. Volkadav is trying to redeem himself. V-Frates is fine, but he is not so fine mentally anymore. He's going to be backing off a little bit.
Just re-rotating. He realizes that that position doesn't have any importance to him at the moment.
Not anymore.
StatJet going to try and get to that A point there. It's going to be quite crucial for them to stop the cap.
Meanwhile, we see Maze's transmission being destroyed with what I assume would be Sudar's 50 cal.
Yeah, you probably would be assuming correctly.
And Maze now is trying to destroy Sudar's 50 cal.
I mean,
and
every movement
he's transmissioned once again. Yep. Oh my god, meanwhile, they have an absolute, Battlehead and Kidul have an absolute...
barrel stuffing session?
Yeah, arm wrestling going on over here. Barrel wrestling?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But it looks like neither are willing to risk a shot. I'm assuming there's a rocker in between them.
Smelling each other's fumes over here in the smoke.
The diesel is within them, but it doesn't seem like they want to shoot without them.
V-Frates managed to slide inside the B cap.
Yeah. On the B cap, then that's going to start, or going to stop the ticket bleed, excuse me.
Yeah.
AVRVG with already, I mean, almost 2/3 of their tickets gone.
Yeah, that was pretty significant initially. Volkadav is taking his position once again in the one line. StatJet is going to be looping into the A cap, looking out for Sanya coming, but then he also knows a bit. Volkadav is coming in. Volkadav, he's a loud British boy coming in.
Ever so encroaching, and that if Sanya does actually make significant impact here, it could be bad. If V-Frates goes down, then StatJet's going to be in a bit of a pinned position, but thus far it looks like Sanya is the one that's in trouble.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's in the position where he could do much of the interesting stuff.
Quite paranoid about StatJet maybe peeking him as well.
Yeah, he's
gonna isolate this into 1v1 and actually swing.
Ooh, breach trade.
Yeah, the breach trade, man. The skill of these players, right? It evens out so quickly, right? They both click at the exact same time.
V-Frates, bottle pad with no... Yeah, bottle pad's getting toasty.
I think he traded and won. Or actually, no, it looks like Maze saved him from Sadar.
Oh yeah, they yanked everybody from the seaside.
Yeah. And now we see Kiduvul coming back in the Charlie 2.
Is this going to be a triple cap again? Again, we see issues with not being able to maintain territory from the side of LEET, but that doesn't mean, well, as I say, that StatJet destroys Volkadav from the A side on approach, and Sanya coming is going to be in trouble as his rear, I would imagine, is exposed to somebody as it's entirely getting destroyed right now. A StatJet probably.
And that's probably going to be a free kill for VFritz unless
Boom.
StatJet takes him out. Or, I believe
Maze.
it's StatJet.
It was, wait,
Maze.
no, never mind. It was StatJet, yes.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at something else. Maze is setting Sudar on fire. And yeah, Sudar is already gone to LEET is, I don't want to say it, but it seems like LEET just crumbled for a second. Yeah. They still have time. They still have time to recap, but they're gonna have to
one
work.
extra opportunity here, as this is, if they had won this round, they would have won, but they still have another round or another life, if you will, if they do end up losing.
Yep. They still have a chance. A bit less than 5 minutes. Have plenty of tickets to work with. But these tickets are running quickly because the triple cap is no joke. Volkadav is going to be pushing towards Fritz. Is he going to be having any obstacles from the AAC side? No, it doesn't seem so.
I'm really not sure. I don't think so, yeah.
And no obstacles from the A side either, so they are pretty much alone against each other. And so it is going to be the same with Sanya coming and StatJet seemingly. Sanya coming is going to be decapping A without any obstacles. Fritz is very deep into B. Not going to be able to help StatJet with this. And we see again, everybody is dead on the side of C. Oh my god, yeah, we see Sudar fully out of the match now.
So this is really a elite crumble, as you said
And
before.
yeah, Volkadav is getting destroyed by VFritz. Wow. And that's another player entirely out. So it's Sanya coming and Kidubel left.
In a 4v2. Rough.
Rough indeed.
As Sanya is going to have VFritz flanking over him and StatJet, also going to be potentially applying pressure, but it looks like Kaduvel's going to be preventing him from pushing in that 2v1. But still, with VFritz having the higher ground here and having hard cover to peek over, it's just harder for Sanya to really have
this is
any
a chance.
effectiveness. Oh!
This is a chance for Maze to run free with his speed on Centauro, right?
Sanya
Across the entire map.
In fact, take out VFritz's fire controls and breach.
Yeah, but well, that's not going. This is not going to last for long.
Yeah, Sanya gets breached here.
Sanya gets breached.
StatJet.
And Maze, yep, they just J out. They understand where this is going. Nowhere.
Yeah.
And AVRVG is going to be taking this point. 2-2, chat.
Alright. So it's going to come to the final round here.
Again, as I said yesterday, guys, if you really want to see a mid-tier major tournament, go, I would say, to the official Botando Esports Discord and express your opinion. Because, you know, if enough people want this, then our esports overlords are going to hear your words. If you want to, of course.
Now we have two players going for the C cap from AVRVG. Same thing with LEET, and VFritz going to his position as well. I'm not sure if he's going to run the position where he runs past the ridge line here. Now he looks like he's going to be popping some more smoke, just trying to disrupt any sight line of him pushing for that B position. And Sanya trying to feel him out through the smoke here.
Yeah, Sanya is getting into the same position, which I personally consider not to be so multifunctional. Let's see how this is going to go, because in the second round, I believe VFritz got yoinked from here. But we'll see how this goes this time. Meanwhile, on the A side, we see double push by Doomheart and Volkadav against StatJet. StatJet has to sit in the rocks and chill out for a bit. Let's see how this goes.
Especially since VFritz isn't in a position to really defend. And I think that's why Sanya's position is so good, because while you may say that right now it doesn't have a whole lot of...
Ooh, good shot. Good shot by StatJet on Volkadav. Volkadav is immobilized, but he's still functional. He can shoot. How's it gonna go? Well, he cannot really retaliate because he's gonna get a return email over there from Volkadav, straight on his mailbox. No, he cannot see through this crack. No. Doomheart meanwhile takes the A cap, doesn't lose any time. Doomheart is gonna be now pushing towards StatJet, so he doesn't feel so easy.
Yeah, and the positions are pretty equal here at the C point. Sidar is dodging artillery rounds. Barlopad is going to be holding Sidar as well, and also holding an angle to prevent any push from B.
Well, that's a driver on StatJet. StatJet's turret still functional.
Yeah, I mean, if I was V-Fritz, I'd be
Volkadev.
a bit panicking.
Oh, and they did. They just yoink him. Doomhard and Volkadev
Yeah.
did the textbook 1-2, 2v1, sorry. And Volkadev is now going to be slowly rotating towards the B side while fighting against V-Fritz. V-Fritz is going to be looking out for him. There's a whole bunch of obstacles.
Takes a shot at Volkadev.
At the viewer port. At the optic, sorry.
Just to intimidate him slightly, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, Doomheart getting caught out there by StatJet. I don't think it did any substantial damage, but still, it prevents him from, or it attracts his attention enough.
Nothing. Another exchange is gonna happen probably. StatJet is going low in this pocket over there. Another shot. Oh my god, they trade.
And a trade.
They
Wow.
trade, man. This is the pinnacle of skill, dude. I would just yeah, this is crazy.
And V-Fritz is going to be trying to hold Volkadev away from that B point, and he's doing it so successfully thus far. Volkadev backing up slightly because he knows that StatJet could potentially start pushing towards A, so he needs to defend that home cap so that there's no ticket loss there until Doomheart gets back.
He needs to narrow down the corridor of threat. Meanwhile, on the C side, Suldar is going to be in a not so good situation because Sanya Kamin is a bit far. He can't help him. Bottle Pad and Mace are preparing their pincers. Looks like. Bottle Pad has conditioned himself with the smoke. He is going to be probably looking out in the field right now, but he is not going to be seeing anybody in there. What is Doomheart doing? That's something interesting.
Yeah, Doomheart playing a position that you really only see in random battles, but it looks like he's going to be trying to utilize it here.
He might be a bit too careful. He might want to be careful because Battle Pad is looking out. That's visible from there. And he sees Battle Pad himself, takes a shot, misses.
Oh.
He's intrigued by this opportunity. He's pushing out a little bit more. Battle Pad doesn't like that chance too much.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be... you're playing with DM23 against an M1A2. Yeah, you don't really want to be trying to fight at long distances where you're going to be less accurate and have less penetration. So he's playing it safe. I don't really blame him. And Sanya's going to be in a bit of a scuffle here with V-Fritz. V-Fritz pops the smoke round into the position that you said might not be super effective for him to utilize, and he does in fact slip by underneath Sanya.
Yeah, V-Fritz lobbing smokes, yeah.
Yeah, popping another smoke round there. Doomheart rotating to help out Volkadev with StatJet, or at least maybe even get the B position or get a drop on V-Fritz.
Oh my god, Volkadev and StatJet, what are you guys doing?
They're just doing a little tango in the corner here.
V-Fritz has no ammo anymore? Is it from the machine gun? Oh, Volkadev. He's a bit too slow.
Ringing out, yeah.
He's a bit too slow with his big boy tank. That's a track though, but
it's a track and StatJet's gonna start rotating around. Wait, he's gonna go for a side scraping angle.
Volkadev exposing his engine.
Time?
Exposing his engine.
Yeah, gets it knocked out, and that's gonna be a triple fire, or maybe even a crew knockout. Oh, wait a second.
What is that? Oh, that's a radiator.
External fire.
Boom.
From the fuel tank, and he gets lit up there. Volkadev going down, and Doomheart trying to fend off V-Fritz from getting to that B cap.
Not so successfully though.
No, pretty successfully as V-Fritz has to repair now.
Oh, he's repairing. What is he repairing? He's a gun controls. Yeah.
Yeah. But it looks like StatJet's slowly starting to rotate up and around, maybe trying to go for that A point position.
Yeah,
but Doomheart's very aware.
He has to back off so V-Fritz can enter the B cap now.
And that's gonna stop the ticket bleed on AVRVG, and but still with a pretty decent chunk out from LEET there. Oh man, Sidar looks like he takes out Barlpad in the rocks.
Oh, and now he's 1v1 against Maze. Maze doesn't like the chances. He pops smoke.
Yeah, Sanya holding an Overwatch angle from Sidar or to Sidar to help him out.
Yeah, he's immobilized, but now he's not. Hey, Sudar gets yoinked by Maze. Now Sanya Kamin is going to be doing the thing.
Sanya's going to start rotating farther forward.
Yeah, from this position he can't really see V-Fritz anymore on the B side.
And Doomheart playing a pretty aggressive position up in front of the AVRVG's left spawn or right spawn, depending on how you look at it. And Barlpad actually has to repair, so it looks like he got his breach or barrel knocked out. StatJet gonna try and defend his teammate and also maybe put the heat on Doomheart here.
Volkadav, meanwhile, is pushing for Vifres. Oh my god, what is this? What is this?
Ooh.
Oh my god!
Volkadav gonna be decapping that B point.
Oh my god. That was a
and
little,
turning the
just a
tide
little
here in
window.
Leeds' favor.
Just a little tiny window to shoot through, and yeah, he capitalized on this.
Yeah. with
Decaps
4
and
minutes.
pushes immediately to maybe help Doomheart right now as he's getting pushed.
Oh no.
Maze.
It looks like Maze goes down and Sidar's going to be able to decap there. Sonya being a great asset to his team, and that triple cap is coming into play here.
Doomheart takes down Battle Pad on the push towards one line. So Doomheart and
think-
Stadget are alone against each other. Trade of shots. Doomheart is on fire. Horizontal drive is gone. Stadjet is just immobilized. His turret is functional. Volkadav decides to stay and capture B. That's more important.
Mhm.
Doomheart is going to be... Okay, Stadjet 5 seconds to repair. Doomheart 25 seconds to repair. That's problematic. And yeah, he gets finished off by Battle Pad from the spawn. Volkadav is pushing out. He wants to take initiative over this. I'm not sure. I wonder how this is going to go, rather. Just
I'm not
looking at-
so sure. Barlopad trying to rotate underneath to maybe get a decap, but I think he might get caught out there by Volkadav.
Good shot,
does.
good shot. The Battle Pad is disabled. The horizontal drive is gone, and the track is gone too. He gets finished
Yeah.
off. Good
Cleans
play.
him up, and Stadjet not able to counterplay.
No. Some British
The
smoke right
T-table
there.
tank is
Oh,
very
bridge shot.
dominant, but ooh,
Bridge shot on Volkadav, and he's tall,
Yep.
tall turret. Yep.
Stadjet gonna try and get a better angle here, trying to go for a whole shot more than likely, just to clean up the kill.
Oh, was it Sanya
But
coming?
the
Sanya
double
coming.
peek there.
The
The
Sanya
Doomheart double, yeah.
Very nice line over there. They saved Volkadav. These are the plays that the Team Lead could have shown us last match, but they are showing us these plays right now.
They were holding out on us, and you know, I feel a little betrayed, but at least they're
Speaking
showing
of
us
being
their true
betrayed,
force.
Sudar is fixing this horizontal drive in 3 seconds. Takes a side
Eats the
shot.
round.
30 seconds repair now. He cannot shoot. His breach is red. And
Eats
oh my
another?
god, Vifris is a bit nervous. It seems like, or maybe he's just you know,
Cleans up
maybe
the
he's a
kill.
bit surgical. He just went for ammo rack.
Yeah, making sure
just
that his
in case.
opponent wouldn't cutting off the supply line. Yeah.
Yeah, Maze and Vifris are too far to do much.
In the
difference
2
in
minutes
the
that they have left.
Yeah, the tickets are not going to. That's impossible. Yeah,
Yeah.
I bet Team Lead is already celebrating the victory in this round. Well, I guess, you know what? I guess what I said just worked. They just sat down, they breathed some fresh air, and their communication improved. They calmed down a little bit. Who knows? Because, you know, that means that potentially Team Lead could go through 4 matches today, potentially. Four rounds rather. This round, the next round, when this match ends, we're going to show you the bracket so that you understand a bit better.
I'm visualizing in my mind right now. Keep going, keep going.